Hi, I'm Ryan Nutter, CEO and Principal of Cornerstone Senior Advisors, and as we say all the time in the office, Medicare is the air we breathe. In this video, I want to discuss with you just a little bit about health savings account plans and how health savings accounts work with Medicare. If you have one of these HSAs and you are going on Medicare, here's some things that you just need to understand and know. Today we have many people who are on group health insurance plans through their employer with high deductibles. These plans are considered HSA compatible, which means you're able to open a health savings account that you can use to pay for your medical expenses. A health savings account is an account which allows you to save money solely earmarked for medical expenses. I've personally used HSAs in the past, and there's many features that you can enjoy with HSAs. For instance, the money deposited into your HSA account is a tax write-off. So this means any of the money deposited, you do not have to pay taxes on. Once the money goes into the account, it's yours forever. You're not going to lose it until you use it, of course, for medical expenses. It compounds interest over time, which is a real benefit. And number 4, for those of you that are turning 65 or eligible for Medicare, you can actually use the money in that HSA account to pay for medical expenses while you're in retirement, while you're on Medicare, including things like Medicare Part B and Medicare Part D, your Part D premiums, your deductibles, your copays. We're going to touch on this more thoroughly in a little bit, but you can use some of those funds in that HSA account to pay for retirement medical expenses. Many are going on Medicare with HSA accounts, which have accumulated large sums of money over time, and this can really be a blessing. But there's a catch with HSAs and Medicare. You can only contribute into an HSA if you have no other health insurance in addition to your high deductible plan. Medicare, including Part A of Medicare, is counted as other insurance. Therefore, if you sign up for Part A of Medicare and continue to contribute to your HSA, you will be taxed on the money that you put into this HSA. In short, if you have any part of Medicare with a group health plan and continue to contribute to the HSA, you will be penalized. You can keep the money in the HSA. You can use the money in the HSA. You just cannot continue to contribute to the HSA any longer. And this includes employer contributions. Now, this becomes an issue when someone continues to work past age 65 and they have a group health insurance plan with an HSA. Now, typically, when someone is going to work past age 65, they will sign up for Part A of Medicare because they've already paid for Part A. Part A, all these years you've been working and they're pulling money out of your paycheck for taxes, the portion of your taxes that went towards Medicare paid for Part A. So you might as well sign up for it, even if you're going to stay on the group health insurance plan, because there's no premium for it going forward. And then they will deny Part B until you do decide to retire. There's a premium that comes with Part B. In 2023, that premium is $164.90 a month. There's no reason to pay that premium when you have group health insurance elsewhere. So typically, someone will sign up for Part A of Medicare, deny Part B until they decide to retire, and at that point, they would sign up for Part B of Medicare, going fully on Medicare. However, if your group health insurance comes with an HSA, you really have 2 options. One, you can sign up for Part A, which is your hospital benefits, and stop all of your contributions into your HSA, including your employer contributions, just so you're not penalized. Or 2, you put off your enrollment into Part A of Medicare until you retire. Oftentimes people hear there's a penalty associated with Medicare if you do not enroll once you are eligible. And this is true. However, if your employer plan is considered credible coverage with Medicare, you will not be penalized. I often advise people to check with their HR department or whoever handles the health insurance with their employer to make sure both the health insurance and the drug coverage are considered credible with Medicare. And if they are credible coverage with Medicare, you will not be penalized. I do want to note Medicare separates health insurance and drug coverage, so you want to ask about both your health insurance and drug coverage and make sure they are credible. Now, if they are credible plans with Medicare, you can put off enrollment in A and B of Medicare. You can continue to contribute to your HSA, and then when you decide to retire, then you can sign up for Part A and B of Medicare. There'll be no penalty, and you'll be fine. It's important to note that you cannot enroll in Social Security past age 65 without also enrolling in Part A of Medicare. Part A of Medicare comes with Social Security. Separating these two is not an option, so this creates another decision. Do you want to stay on your group health insurance and contribute to an HSA, or would you rather come off the group health insurance plan and decide to draw Social Security while you're still employed? If you're in a position where you've already begun drawing Social Security or you've already signed up for Part A while you're still employed, you just need to stop your contributions into your HSA account. You cannot disenroll from Part A of Medicare once you have enrolled. Now let's discuss when you need to stop your contributions into your HSA. When you're first turning 65, your Medicare effective date is the first day of the month you turn 65. So let's say your birthday is June 6th. Well, your Medicare effective date is the first day of June. They go by your birth month, not by your birthday. So your effective date is June 1. When you're turning 65, if you're going onto Medicare, you just need to stop your contributions before June. So you can contribute to the HSA through May. Make sure you don't contribute any longer after you've hit June 1st. Now, if you work past age 65, let's say a few years down the road, you're 67, 68, and now you're deciding you want to retire and sail off into that retirement sunset. What you really need to know and understand is when you apply for Part A of Medicare, Social Security is going to make Part A's effective date 6 months retroactive to when you applied. So they will backdate your Part A effective date. This means that you really need to stop your HSA contributions 6 months prior to your retirement date, so you're not penalized. Now, one thing you need to consider when you're determining whether you should stay on your group health insurance plan with an HSA or go on Medicare is your premiums and your copays and your out-of-pocket exposure. This is something our office can assist you with in determining what is a better situation for you. Should you continue to stay on that group health insurance plan because it's a really low premium and you're in a good position contributing to the HSA, or would it be better coverage for you to go on Medicare with lesser premium and lesser out-of-pocket as you use the plan? Those are all things we can assist and walk you through in making these decisions so you can make a very well-educated decision that you feel very confident in. Now, I do want to reiterate, once you're on Medicare, you can still use your HSA. You just can't contribute to it any longer. So what can you use your funds in that HSA account for? You can use those funds to pay for your Part B premium, which in 2023 is $164.90 a month. You can use those funds to pay for your Part B deductible, which in 2023 is $226. You can use those funds to pay for your drug plan premium, your Part D premium, and you can even use it to pay for your copays for your medications when you go to the pharmacy to pick them up. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan that comes with a monthly premium, you can use those funds to pay that monthly premium for the Advantage plan and even copays that come with that Advantage plan. You can use the funds in that HSA account to pay for miscellaneous medical things that traditional Medicare doesn't cover, like dental, like vision, hearing. If you need a $1,200 crown and you want to use that HSA to pay for that crown, you can do that. You can go pay for a new pair of glasses with your funds in your HSA account. But I do want to emphasize, if you decide to go with a Medicare supplement plan, you cannot use the funds in your HSA account to pay for your Medicare supplement premium. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Give us a call today, 316-260-3331. Also, if you'd like a free copy of my book, Medicare Made Simple, give us a call. Ask for a free copy. We'll ship it out to you. You don't have to pay a dime for it. It's going to break down all the aspects of Medicare for you, chapter by chapter, including what Medicare is, what Medicare covers, maybe more importantly, what Medicare doesn't cover, what Medicare supplement plans are, how they work with Medicare, what is Medicare Advantage, your drug coverage, and even things like this with your HSA options. So if this would be a benefit or a blessing to you, just give us a call. We'll get you a copy of that book. We want to be your Medicare resource. Give us a call, 316-260-3331. I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching.